This week on Silver Screen, the drama department performs its first play, WLTX makes an appearance at last Friday's pep rally, and the football team retires a beloved jersey.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, November 14th, and your Silver Screen report starts now.
Hey Maddie, did you enjoy the pep rally last week?
Yeah, it got me really pumped, and WLTX was there too.
Malik Brazil gets peppy.
Loud cheers and music filled the gymnasium as Dutch Fork got pumped at the pep rally for senior night.
The purpose of the last pep rally was to really emphasize, senior night. All the seniors, this is their last home game per se, because playoffs, every game from then on isn't promised. So it was definitely the last home game, or last chance some of the seniors will ever play.
We had lots of fun games, and the teachers danced. That was fun to watch. It was really good.
It was very motivating. I think it was essential to our football team going out there to beat their opponent and end up where they are right now.
WLTX hosted a competition to see who has the best student section in the Midlands. The results was a tie down between Dutch Fork and Lexington.
Again, it was Dutch Fork and Lexington got into it going back and forth by far. It was fantastic to watch. Our poll record was broken probably the first 12 hours of the poll being open.
It's kind of our own little contest, and they were on the edge. And actually, they ended up beating us right after the polls were closed. We won, the polls closed, and then like 2,500 more votes came in, and Lexington ended up beating us, but they didn't really beat us.
The energy and support from the student section motivated the football players during the game.
Well, having a strong support backing you is kind of the essential key for motivation and gives the team a sense of purpose when they're out there playing.
Senior night, we showed recognition for our senior football players and the cheerleaders. They brought their parents and their siblings. We got to see their family. We got to cheer them on as they walked across the field. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's very much appreciated. The students are very hype and energetic and all about being intense. And it definitely enhances our play, the way we play. From game to game, having them there and then seeing them all riled up, it just gets us even more pumped up and motivated.
This has been Malik Brazil with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students what makes Dutch Fork student section so great.
Our student section is great because we're so fun and supportive.
Our student section is so great because they're really hype and they yell and scream and cheer on the team.
When people are loud and cheering and there's a lot of energy.
What makes our student section so great is that everybody's friends and everybody's there to promote the team. So when we come together, it's a special bond that you only get when you're at the game.
The drama classes put on a one-act play last Thursday in the auditorium, kicking off the dramatic arts for this year. Michaela Baker checks it out.
Last Thursday, new drama teacher Jessica Fichter directed At the Bottom of Lake Missoula, her first play of the year.
I knew they were interested in doing something dramatic, so that kind of narrowed it down quite a bit. And I really liked the flow of it, and I liked that there was a big ensemble because I wanted to get everybody in it if they wanted to be. So I wanted to play with 20 plus characters, and this kind of did that for me.
I feel good about it. I mean, it was an honor to be the lead, so it was really nice to see it executed the way it should have been.
I think that we all worked really hard, and it'll be a good show to put up and show to everyone else in the competition.
I feel like it's amazing. We should do it again for the whole audience so everybody can see it, but we got good reviews for it, so we should see how it goes.
I felt really good. We put a lot of work into it. It touched me even though I was in it. I felt like we did phenomenal, a lot better than we've done before.
Actors use different techniques to get into character.
I just went into the character, found him, the little boy inside of me, and I was like, yes, come here. And then so he was me, I was him, and that's how we did it.
You gotta put yourself into that mindset. What would a person feel in a certain situation? How would he say the certain word? If he's coming from a certain place, what's his culture like?
In the play, the girl's family dies in a tornado. So I had a picture of my family, and when I would cry, I would just, I'd actually think of my family dying in a tornado. So that's kind of why it was a little easier.
In comparison to their last play, Alice Through a Cubist Glass, actors expanded beyond their normal roles.
This is the first time I played someone that kind of builds up the main character, someone that the main character kind of puts on their emotions and their feelings. Before, it's like I was the acrobat, so I was always playing around, or I was Behringer, so I was the main character. So I never got the chance to be on the other side of that and see how they react to you.
I've never been a lead before, and it's been a long time since I've been in a serious play. I'm usually in like comedic roles, but I was in a serious role. So I feel like I grew a lot, and it helped me a lot with self-confidence, like to believe that I could do it.
This has been Michaela Baker with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is cultivate, a verb meaning to nurture, to improve, to refine.
Walking through the halls, one can hear the angelic singing of the chorus class, but the choral program wouldn't be at its current prestige without its very first director.
The chorus room is being dedicated to Marjorie Turner, Dutch Fork's first choral director. Sam Aaron sat down with Miss Turner and asked her how it feels to be such an impact to the Dutch Fork community.
The chorus room was dedicated to former choral director Marjorie Turner Tuesday in the auditorium.
I feel extremely honored and humbled by the fact that the chorus room has been dedicated to me, because I have to look at it from this standpoint. It wasn't anything that I did. It was a combination of things that my students did, their family, the administrative staff here, the faculty, the support staff. All of these folks and all of these elements came together to help make the choral program what it was and is today, I'm sure. So yes, all that came together. It was very humbling.
Turner was one of the original teachers at Dutch Fork and had an enormous impact on the school and the community.
It was exciting to come here and try new things. For example, one of the things we started pretty early on was this group called Showstoppers, and we used to laugh because we didn't really know what we were. We weren't a show choir and we weren't a chamber choir. We just did all kinds of different things, and they would do all types of pop music, and they would dance and put on all these variety shows. They were quite good.
Miss Turner, and of course she was here a long time ago and started with all of us. There are very few of us left that started here at the very beginning of the school. She, very enthusiastic lady, very into her game, and the kids loved her.
Well, I've been on the PTSO up here at Dutch Fork High School for a pretty good while, and I've been on SIC at Dutch Fork High School for a very, very long time. And had two daughters that went through Dutch Fork High School, and my youngest daughter was a part of the Showstoppers program that Miss Turner had.
Through her programs such as Showstoppers, the teachers and students loved her personality and what she brought to Dutch Fork.
She treated everybody the same, so that was very special.
It's really unique to be able to work with young people and watch that aha moment come on, and all your teachers know what I'm talking about, and watch you folks get inspired. And that's what I came to work to try to do every day, and was very blessed to be a teacher.
This has been Sam Aaron with your Silver Screen Report.
Hey Jamie, you've taken Journalism 1, Intro to Mass Media, you're on newspaper staff, and you're on Silver Screen. Why should people sign up to be a part of journalism next year?
Well, Maddie, it's changed my life. I've made a lot of great friendships with strong bonds. I've broken out of my shell and grown as a person. These classes have definitely furthered my future.
Well, you've been on Silver Screen for 2 years, so I bet the process of putting a story together is pretty easy to you. This week we have a They Try It, where a student tries to be on Silver Screen for a week.
My name is Clayton Jones, and I'm going to try to be a Silver Screener for the week. Is the hair going to get in the way? I feel like the hair's going to get in the way. Hi, I'm a Silver Screener. Why is it not talking? I'm a natural.
You think it's going to be hard?
Nah.
The first step in producing a Silver Screen story is thinking of a story topic. Clayton chose to cover Blakely Shealy's 3D art class. There he had to find students to interview.
Say your name.
Haley Cravey.
Spell it.
HAILEYKRAVE.
Nice. So what are you working on in 3D art?
I'm glazing an organic piece that we made out of clay.
Okay, all right, that's nice. We just interviewed a bunch of people well, a few people and interview the teacher.
Next, Clayton got B-roll or footage of the story subject.
Nice. All right, I feel like that's cool. You again. Now what he did. It's like different because I've never done this before, so it's kind of like a change of things. But it was pretty cool.
After you have filmed and interviewed, you put everything on the computer and begin editing your story.
This was 9 minutes long.
Clayton wrote and recorded his voiceovers.
Spray paint, screwdrivers, and clay are just some of the things 3D art uses to make art. It's not too easy, but it's like pretty fun, so I mean, it's a pretty cool thing to get into.
At the end of each day, you have to show all the equipment you use to a producer to be checked off.
Now comes the part where you put it up.
It's been pretty fun. I mean, it's a little hard because I don't know what I'm doing, but I've been learning, and it's not bad.
Would you like to try your hand in silver screen? Come talk to us Medlock Green Room 252 to see how you can be involved next year. And make sure to tune in next week to see Clayton's finished product. From the Publications Room, this has been Ariana Mount for your Silver Screen Report.
Did you make sure to congratulate the football players for their win last Friday?
Yep, they gave it their all, not to mention the ceremony at halftime was very touching.
Daniel Hudson has the story.
A cool breeze brushes past the players as the final buzzer sounds, solidifying Dutch Fork's position in the playoffs.
I definitely think we'll keep that momentum. We killed them pretty good. So, yeah, we'll definitely keep that momentum going into the playoffs.
I think they have a big chance. I mean, their defense is good, their offense is great.
I think it will be great because the fellows, they are excellent with communication and they have fabulous teamwork.
I think we got a really good chance. We have a tough bracket. We have Dorman, who we lost to away. We had them second if they win out, and then we have Burns, who's always really good. But I think having the games at home, we have all our games at home this year because we're the highest seed in our bracket, so it should be a really big help.
Oh yeah, no matter what we do, what predicaments we put ourselves in as a team and as a school with all the spirit we have, we'll definitely come out on top.
Several graduates returned to Dutch Fork as spectators for the game, but their presence was actually for something else: the retirement of Devon Caper's jersey.
Tonight's really important. A lot of us were really close to Kate, and we're really strong as a class. Class of 14 is the best class ever, definitely family oriented, and it's really cool to come out and see everybody and really support Cape.
Well, a lot of people from the class of 14 were coming back, you know, in honor and in memory of Cape and everything that he did as a person, and now that he's gone, we really miss him. So I decided to come back to honor the person that he was in the retirement of his jersey. And you know, it's just a bonus to get to see all of my old teachers, administrators, the school, and be back here and see all my old classmates.
That's an amazing honor to have his jersey retired. He was an amazing person, a great individual.
There was an air of remembrance and respect during halftime, and the team played the rest of the game with a fervent passion. The final score was 63-13.
It was really touching, honestly. You know, it doesn't happen too often in high school. It has to happen for a really great reason. In this case, it was tragic and sad, but it's a happy moment, and it's good that it happened, and I'm really proud that it's going to stand in the history of Dutch Fork forever.
I mean, it was definitely emotional. Shed a couple of tears, but I think it's really great that Dutch Fork did that. Showed a lot of respect.
This has been Daniel Hudson with your Silver Screen Report.
In Dutch Fork sports news, tonight is the first playoff game against Malden at home. Tickets are $7 and kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. Last weekend, the girls tennis team won the state championship for Region 4A against Wando after an undefeated season. Both the girls and boys cross-country teams had successful finishes to their seasons, with the girls being ranked second in the state. Way to go, runners. The varsity cheerleaders will compete at the state championship tomorrow at the Bilo Center in Greenville. We'll have a recap on next week's show. And that's it for your sports news. Let's go to Jamie for some more announcements.
Thanks, Maddie. In other news, FBLA will meet next Wednesday in Route 108. They'll discuss community service projects for the holidays. PTSO will be selling spirit gear in the Commons during all lunches on Tuesdays. The Lit Mag is continuing to accept artwork, poems, short stories, and just about anything else. If you're interested, email them your works at dflitmag@gmail.com. And don't forget to sign up for any of our awesome journalism classes next year. Journalism 1 or Intro Mass Media are both year-long electives offered throughout the English department. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.
Well, sometimes.
At least they have good.
Mass Media. Yeah, okay.
I look like like the T-Rex.
You gotta hold your hands up.
I'm so upset. Well, I'm sleepy. All right.
Or Ariana, who she's like.
Boom, boom, boom.